Hello, Star Citizens. This is Captain Zed with Zedexis Gaming, and welcome to my review of the Kruger L-21 Wolf. All right, get the administrative things out of the way. First of all, these are my opinions, and yours may be different, and that's a good thing. Secondly, I'd like to kind of be upfront if I think I'm biased in my review of a ship, because at the end of the day, all reviews are biased. And for this particular ship, I'm probably in the middle. I like it, but it's not like my absolute favorite. I think it does have some downsides, which I will get into later with the weapon systems. But okay, so what is a Kruger L-21 Wolf? Well, this is a light fighter. Kruger is one of the smaller manufacturers. For the longest time, they made the Merlin and the Archimedes, which are the two snub ships that dock with Connies, and that was it. It was all they had. And then it looks like they're kind of bringing them back, and they came out with this ship, and then it also has a sister ship, the L-22 Alpha Wolf. Both of these are light fighters. They're not snubs. They've got quantum drives, and it looks like Kruger might be getting more stuff in the future. So, very, very distinct, I would say, looking ship. A lot of people kind of report or kind of think that, you know, it's got some resemblances to like a Naboo fighter from Star Wars. I happen to think that the ship's got some lines that remind me of the old racing boats. You know, like with the jet engines and things, those things. So, but very distinctive looking. Light fighter. As far as like where she fits capabilities wise, basically she's a Gladius. She's got similar maneuverability, similar defenses, similar at the end of the day how effective her weapons are, but and actually kind of a similar cost. So really what you're looking at is something that fits into that category. So let's see, she does have her full components, so we want to take a look at what she's got here. Let's open up all the component doors. This is how you get into the cockpit. You've got this little entry from the wing, and your character does this kind of climb-in animation. So we're going to get in. We're going to open all doors. And that will show us all the components. So we've got shields up here on the side. Underneath, we've got several components that come down from the front. You can get up on top of the ship here from the rear. There we go. So you got this up in front of the cockpit. And then you've got here back on the sides and up on top. So she's fully set up. And this in the rear. What's that? Is that the fuse box? That's the fuse box. Okay. So other than that, other than her components, on this side of the ship, she has a gun rack, and so I've got a normal size. I've got a P4 rifle, a handgun down here on the left, and then a multi-tool here on the right. So relatively useful. And then on the right side of the ship, on the wing, in the same position where her prompt is to get into the pilot seat, you've got her storage. There we go. So she has 450K of storage. Not a massive amount, but you can fit at least a full heavy armor set with some weapons in there. So she can be used as in a pinch for friendly bunker runs, and you can carry stuff in there if you got like extra food and whatever that you want to have along with you. So this is what we got. We're going to take a look, mainly, of course, without having an interior or anything else. This is a combat ship, so we're going to take a look at combat, and then we'll briefly park her in front of a bunker and see what we can stuff in the storage. And with that, let's get on to the next part of the review. Hello, and welcome to the combat portion of the Kruger L-21 Wolf review. So first of all, let's talk stats. All right. So the Kruger, first of all, she's got 2 bespoke guns on her that are size 4s. You can buy a kit that is also bespoke and switch them out in between ballistic Gatlings and laser repeaters. I'm rolling with the ballistic Gatlings today. As far as those guns go, they are very good guns, both the Gatlings and the repeaters. As of this recording, balance changes happen all the time. Who knows? One of the things you hope with bespoke weapons is that CIG keeps up to date with making sure those weapons are competitive, because you don't have other choices. And I would say this is one of the downfalls of this ship in comparison with other ships. Carries 8 size 1 missiles, has 2 size 1 shields, 1 size 1 power plant, 2 size 1 coolers, and a size 1 quantum drive. As far as maneuverability, she is 72, 52, 210. And when you compare that to a Gladius, which is 68, 52, 200, basically this is a Gladius. Simplest way to put it. SCM speed is 230. Boost is 510. Again, that's very comparable to a Gladius. Total hit points is 8,500. Total hit points for a Gladius is only 6,100, so she's a little more tanky, but from a maneuverability gun standpoint, basically what you're looking at here is something that's very comparable to a Gladius. She's a light fighter. The 2 gun options are not going to do very well against larger targets, but against smaller targets they're going to do very well. So we're going to do an Eckhart security mission here. This is one of those where you hide an asteroid and then ambush something. And I remember when you pop out of quantum, you're right on top of it. So I wanted to get the part of the intro out of the way here before we get into the meat of the fight. Now, as I said, I like to say I enjoy the ship combat in Star Citizen, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm very good at it. So what you're about to see does not spell out the complete capabilities of this ship, as somebody else could probably get more out of her than I will. All right, let's go dive for the emission cloud. While we're doing that, we'll set our radar out. like at about 15. Okay, we got plenty of time. All right. New objective. Hide and await the Vandal Blade. And friends. We'll see how many friends he brings along. And we'll also see what kind of AI he brings along with him. Is this the AI that tries to ram you? Is this the AI that
tries to mess with us, you handle it.
Is this the AI that flies into asteroids? All right, still don't have a target yet, but we've got looks like 2 friends at least. I'm going to go after the target first.
Contact confirmed.
And looks like there he is. Oh, let's get him. I think he's closing the distance relatively quickly. Did I overheat? Yeah. This guy's gonna be a pain. Don't know what's gonna happen first. The guns are gonna heat or I'm gonna black out. I'm getting some hits on him, but this ship is at, I would call it, the very limit of my piloting capabilities. And what I mean by that is it turns so fast that I have trouble keeping up with it. Ooh, I think I got him. Come on. There we go.
Target destroyed.
And where'd his friends go? I guess they bugged out. All right. Well, there you go. Is this ship capable? Yes. Everything works well. The guns are solid. As you can, they've got a decent amount of ammo. I mean, as far as ammo goes, it's kind of getting up there into 84B territory. So it's enough for significant amount of dogfighting. You probably do several missions before you run out of ammo. So solid ship, capable ship. If you like light fighters, I would give this a serious look. And like I said before, I think the only downside in comparison to something like an Arrow or a Gladius or another, a Talon, something like that, is the weapons. And that's, you only have the two choices right now. Now in the future, they may offer more choices. They may offer, a cannon, or maybe, some kind of distortion weapon or something like that that could make this ship more interesting. But as for now, this is what you got. All right, on to the next part of the review. Hello, and welcome to the bunker portion of the L-21 Wolf review. So here we are at a friendly bunker. We took care of the outside guards, and so the good. Small ship, you can fly it, basically park it right up next to the ramp. The only real downside I've found in running bunkers with this ship is if you look underneath it, there's not a lot of ground clearance, specifically with the rear in the rear of the ship. The front's a little better, but in areas that are really rocky or very hilly, I've had some problems landing the ship and getting it to, be happy, so to speak. But other than that, all right, storage. So she's got 450K. I've got a full set of heavy armor and a Carnon rifle in her, and that's only taking up about 200K. So you could get two full heavy suits of armor and two main guns in here without a problem. So can you do a little looting? Sure. It's not going to be as effective as showing up with something you can carry boxes or something like that. So, but in a pinch, it works. All right, let's move on to the final part of the review. Welcome to the L-21 Wolf review, my final thoughts. So, very capable light fighter. Overall, I'm going to give this a 3.0 out of 5. So first, let's talk good. Very capable ship. Basically, what you're looking at is a ship that's got similar maneuverability, shielding, and weaponry to a Gladius. Price-wise, she's a $100 pledge. In-game, I forget the in-game cost. It's like 2.5. Let me check real quick. 2.38 million if you're going to buy her in-game. She's got very cool, distinctive looks. She's actually quite small. If you look at, the length of and width of the ship, you're not talking about a big ship here. And as we continue to see more carrier gameplay, come along, it may make sense to get a couple of these and, have a strike wing on a carrier with them. So all in all, this ship's got a lot going for it. So what's the downside? Why is it only a 3 out of 5? That has all to do about the guns. The guns on this ship are bespoke. The L-21 comes with ballistic Gatlings, but there's a kit that is sold on the website that you can buy to switch that out for laser repeaters, which are also bespoke. And those two kits also fit the L-21's sister ship, the L-22 Alpha Wolf, which basically flips the script, and it comes stock with the laser repeaters, and you can then swap the ballistics onto it. So if you end up having both ships and then you have both kits, you can, do whatever you want as far as outfitting the ships. The problem becomes bespoke weapons they're unique, and they have to be, the current weapons on this ship are competitive with other ballistic repeaters in the game, and the laser weapons are competitive with other laser repeaters in the game. The problem is that the game, moves back and forth as far as tuning goes, and at one moment you're in a meta with repeaters, and the next moment you're in a meta with cannons, and the next moment you're wanting to put something else on the ship. And if you only have your bespoke choices, that's the only thing you can put on the ship, and you may not have, like, this ship currently has no choice for cannons. If you want to fly a ship with cannons, you can't fly this ship. You have to fly something else. So I'm not a fan of the bespoke weapons because, one, your options are limited. Two, it's all based on CIG's current tuning of those weapons. Just because I'm saying right now the ballistics in this ship are competitive and are good weapons, that could change. The next patch, they do another pass of all of the weapons in the game, and for whatever reason, these weapons could get nerfed into oblivion, and then all of a sudden you can't fly the ship. So I'm always leery. So what I would say from a standpoint of buying the ship is, I would probably not have this maybe as my primary light fighter. I would probably want a ship that's a little more flexible. But from the novelty factor, from the styling, you can't get another ship like this. So I think you do have to give it a run and see whether you like her. But I can imagine this ship will probably end up staying in my fleet for a while. All right. With all that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed the review. Please do all the things. Leave a like and subscribe. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. If you got any comments or questions, please leave it in the comment section. I will get with them as soon as possible. If you have any suggestions of something you'd want to see me do a review on, please leave it there. If you are new to Star Citizen and are going to get a game package, please check out my referral code. If you don't use my referral code, but you've got a friend that's got, that's already in the game, use their referral code, because that referral code will get you more goodies in game. It will, at least at a minimum, get you more money to play with in game. So, and otherwise, I hope everyone enjoys their day in the verse.